Monday nights from 8 to 10 p.m. right here on Chicagolandsportsradio.com. Your only stop for Bears football coverage.
Touchdown Bears!
Love sports? Tune into Old School versus Young Gun Sports Radio with your hosts, Freddie Cleveland and Corvallis G.
Chicagolandsportsradio.com. This is Old School, and I am True Blue. Join us every Monday, 10 a.m. to noon. Chicagolandsportsradio.com.
Hello, Chicago. This is Corvallis G, the Young Gun. Catch Old School versus Young Gun Sports Radio Mondays from 10 a.m. to noon, only on Chicagolandsportsradio.com.
Every Tuesday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m., the Fight League Report comes to you live. This isn't just an MMA news show. It's an MMA fan interactive experience show. I am going to share my predictions for every weekend's fights for UFC, Bellator, and World Series of Fighting. Don't agree? You can give me yours on @FightLead on Twitter. National MMA fighters and personalities will be on the Fight League Report, and you'll be able to post them any questions at FightLead on Twitter. Also, breaking MMA news and more at the Fight League Report on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com every Tuesday at 12 p.m.
This is Chuck Harris.
And John Presnowski here from Chuck and Prez. We want to let you guys know to tune in every Wednesday, 4 to 5 p.m. for the Football Focus.
Your number one stop for all Chicago Bears coverage.
That's right, Chuck. We're also going to be taking a look at a handful of games from the NFL, giving you the latest scoop from across the league.
This is your only destination if you truly call yourself a football fan. So what are you waiting for?
Check us out, guys. The Football Focus every Wednesday, 4 to 5 p.m. only on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
You're listening to ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. It's not just sports, it's a way of life.
Chicagoland Sports Radio Sports Update.
At 2 o'clock p.m., I am Sam Piopo here with your ChicagolandSportsRadio.com sports update brought to you by the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. The Bears are entering their bye week at a good time as they have struggled with injuries. They enter the bye week at a mere 3-5 record. Mark Trestman and the Bears look to figure things out before Week 10 when they play the Packers. The Bulls defeated the New York Knicks last night by a score of 104-80. Taj Gibson led the Bulls with 22 points, while Pau Gasol had 21. Derrick Rose looked pretty good in his return, scoring 13 points and adding 5 more assists. The Bulls now get set to tip off their home opener tomorrow night against LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers at 7 o'clock. We have a new World Series champion of Major League Baseball. The San Francisco Giants defeated the Kansas City Royals 3-2 last night in Game 7 of the World Series in Kansas City. Giants pitcher Madison Bumgarner pitched 5 innings after entering the game in the 5th inning. He shut down the Royals by giving up just 2 hits, earning him the World Series MVP honors. Congratulations to the Giants and Mad Bum. The Cubs are in the news as multiple reports have the Cubs signing former Rays manager Joe Maddon to manage the team. Nothing is confirmed yet, however, so make sure to stay tuned on that. The Blackhawks get set to play the Ottawa Senators tonight at 6:30. Corey Crawford looks to return as he will be in that for the Hawks. The Hawks look to get back to their winning ways as they have lost 3 of their last 4. This has been your ChicagolandSportsRadio.com sports update brought to you by the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. For more information, go to beonair.com. I'm Sam Piobo, and now, The Sam and Joe Show.
You're listening to ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. It's not just sports, it's a way of life.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sam and Joe Show. It is 2 o'clock, and you know what happens at 2 o'clock on Thursdays. It is time for the Sam and Joe Show. I am your host, Sam Piopo, alongside my co-host and producer, Joe Cerna. How we doing today, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. About yourself, Sam?
I'm ready to talk some sports with you here because we have a full slate of stories. We have our Bears, of course, even though they're heading into the bye week. Gotta get into some questions with the Bears for you in a little bit here, Joe. But of course, we have our mid-season grades for the Bears, along with our NFL picks of the week, and we'll talk some bowls as basketball is back. It started last night for the Bulls, anyway. We have Blackhawks hockey tonight, and we're gonna get into some Blackhawks and injuries, along with their struggles of scoring goals of late. And of course, actually, we have some Cubs in the news.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's actually kind of surprising to see the Cubs in the news, as they are looking to hire a new manager, and a big name one at that. So what do you say we get right into it here?
Let's do it.
All right, the Bears, they lost 51-23 against the Patriots last Sunday. What did you take out of that game, Joe?
At this point, I'm not even upset anymore. It's just regular to see it. It's terrible.
So you don't even get mad at the Bears. You just, expect it from them?
Yeah, that's the Bears. I get more surprised when they win.
It's kind of sad, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's coming from two Bears fans who really want to see the team win. But they're just not doing it, are they?
No.
Jay Cutler went 20-30, 227 yards, 3 touchdowns, but he had an interception and a fumble. Matt Forte had 19 carries, 114 yards rushing, 6 receptions for 54 yards and a touchdown. Joe, what was your take from that offensive performance last week?
I mean, you could definitely sense some hostility. They were still mad from the last week with that scuffle or whatever. Brandon Marshall just continues to be upset. Whether he shows it off the field or not, you can tell.
Yeah, he's definitely frustrated, and at this point, I think it's affecting his game. He's not, I don't know. He's had some tough opponents of late, but Brandon Marshall's the type of guy who you see get his receptions no matter what. And right now, he's struggling a little bit. What do you think Brandon has to do to get back on that? I don't know. I want to say calm streak, but his normal way of getting yards and touchdowns for the Bears.
A different quarterback?
Oh, really? A different quarterback? Well, who? Jimmy Clausen?
Somebody who can throw him the ball right.
Oh, so you're saying it's on Jay Cutler that Brandon Marshall's not performing?
Yep.
Come on. Really?
How can you perform when there's nobody to lead you to perform?
Listen, I'm not a Jay Cutler supporter by any means. He's been, so-so this year to say the least. But I'm not going to blame Brandon Marshall's his anger level right now on Jay Cutler, because Jay Cutler's throwing him the ball. He's throwing Marshall and Jeffrey the ball. Jeffrey's been missing some balls too.
Yeah, and it's crazy to see. Last year he was catching nothing but exotic
Passes,
passes, and he's get these easy lobs to his hands, and he's dropping them or they're slipping through his fingers. It's like, what are you doing, man?
It's a complete mess right now. Whether you think it's on Jay Cutler or not, we're going to get into that in just a little bit. The Bears offense had 2 turnovers. Of course, the Bears didn't earn any turnovers against the Patriots. So how tough is it to win when you lose that turnover battle?
I mean, it has to feel crappy. I mean, you're getting all these field positions. I mean, all this field gainage or
yardage.
Yardage, yeah. I couldn't think of the word.
Spit it out here, buddy.
And just for you to be like, okay, we couldn't do it. Here's the ball. Sucks.
It does, and 2 turnovers. I always say if you turn the football over and your defense doesn't force any turnovers, there's no way you're going to win the game. But, of course, when the Bears actually get the turnovers on defense, they still find a way to lose a game. And not to say that's happened lately because the Bears' defense hasn't done anything right, but it just seems like the Bears have all the bad luck right now. Agree?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
So, another question for you. Why do the Bears continue to turn the football over so much every week?
I don't know, man. It can go back to Jay Cutler.
Explain. Is it all on Jay Cutler?
Majority of it.
Really? Why is that?
This guy, like I said last week, he's somewhat of a risky quarterback.
Absolutely.
Because he knows that he has
the weapons to go get it.
Yeah, he has the weapons, and he has the capabilities to do eccentric passes. But he is taking it too far. He tries to hit high points way too often, and he ends up overthrowing it.
What do you mean by high points? Do you mean like deep balls or
high points, like the wide receiver's highest point of catching?
Oh, okay. I kind of get you.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And yeah, so taking them risky chances is just, you got to expect turnovers if you're not succeeding with them.
Here's how I see it right now. Jay Cutler in the offense, obviously they have the potential to be really good because we saw what they did last year.
Yeah.
They had a great offense. They were top 10 in the league, but this year they really seem out of sorts. And does that I don't know, does that result back to coaching, or have they changed something up?
It could. I mean, again, this is only Mark Trestman's second year.
Right.
So, although they're not doing well, he's probably still feeling out different situations. And it's probably just failing for him.
Yeah, that's a good excuse to use, but I don't think I would use that. I mean, you've seen coaches come into the league and have success. Just because it's his second year doesn't mean he should be, I don't know, losing control of the locker room, as some speculation has said he has.
I don't believe that.
No, you don't? Not at all?
Not at all.
Why not? I think you could make an argument for that.
But how if you're not in the locker room with them?
Oh, I'm not saying...
That's what I'm saying.
Right. But people are in the locker room with them, and they have made reports saying that he has lost the team. Now, are those reports as credible as they say they are? Who knows?
It's more personal vendetta, you can say.
Personal vendetta.
Yeah. You know who I'm talking about when it comes out to that. Because... Okay, Brian Urlacher.
Yeah.
He's had so much to say negatively about the Bears and Jay Cutler since he's left.
That's just because he's butthurt about the Bears letting him go.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you can honestly argue that Brian Urlacher was in the locker room. He knows what he sees. I mean, is he butthurt? Yeah, of course. He's a crybaby. But he's been in there. He knows what he's seeing. He's seen Jay Cutler in the locker room after losses. He's seen him after wins. Does that make Brian Urlacher credible? I think so.
I don't think so.
Why not?
I think his feelings get in the way. And although, he was in the locker room with him, he was the captain of the team.
Yeah, he was.
So how is he going to see Jay Cutler take on his role? Even if he was trying, he would then have that against him. You're trying to take control. Well, then what am I to the team? That's the type of person I see Brian Urlacher being with all these comments that he's making.
What, jealousy?
No, I can't think of the words. Basically, trying to take his position as team leader.
Yeah, so he's jealous of Jay Cutler.
I guess you can say that.
No, absolutely not. Brian Urlacher.
See, when you sound jealous, that's not what I'm trying to say at all.
Then I have no idea what you're talking about.
I just think he's just, I don't know. My point is,
You don't find him to be a credible source
at all. I think he's just.
But I do.
Yeah.
As the leader of that football team, like you said he was, and obviously everybody knows he was.
Yeah.
He has the knowledge that others wouldn't have.
He has insight.
He has insider ability there to know just what kind of person Jay Cutler is in the locker room compared to on the field or anything like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But you got to think about, even just in that year that Brian Urlacher wasn't there, and then the year that he was, Jay Cutler's attitude changed drastically.
In what manner?
He just had more of a positive outlook. Like before, he used to have a disgusted look on his face.
He still
and
has
he was
that face.
Arrogant.
He just doesn't care. Can you not see him on the sideline on the bench with his hand on his face, on his cheek? Oh yeah, that really shows an energized and ready to go quarterback. Get up on the sideline and watch your team play.
Yeah.
What did Josh McCown do? Josh McCown sat the bench, all year. He wasn't expecting to be put in the game, but what was he doing? He was the first one to congratulate a teammate after making a great play, and the first one to go over to a teammate if he had a bad play. That's what kind of teammate Jay Cutler needs to be.
Yeah.
And that's why he's not considered a leader.
You have to take in consideration. He used to be a lot more arrogant and cocky.
I agree.
And he's came a long way.
Because he got married and had a kid.
That probably has something to do with it.
Yeah, that'll do that to any man. Just calm him down, you know?
Back to sports. We're not Dr. Phil.
Kristen Cavallari.
The love doctor. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, yeah. His attitude changed towards the team, his playing, and I don't know. I don't believe Urlacher. I mean, I believe some stuff that he says.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I
some
feel like
stuff
he
you
just
can't
has,
say.
He just has a bad taste in my mouth right now.
So Joe, can this offense I don't know, can this offense be saved? Can this offense rebound from their terrible play?
I don't think we should be looking at the offense.
No? You think they're going to be fine? You think they're going to be fine?
I think with a better defense, their confidence will boost and they'll play like they used
to. They would play with less tension, yeah.
Yeah.
That's an obvious factor. I mean, yeah, the defense is horrible, but the defense was also horrible last season.
Yeah.
And they were good last season, the offense was. So, I don't know. That's a tough excuse to make as well. Guess you won't really find out until the end of the season, huh?
Yeah.
We're just getting started here on the Sam and Joe Show. We're going to take a quick timeout, and then coming back, we're going to talk some Bears defense along with our midseason grades on the Bears as a whole. Make sure to stay tuned. You're listening to the Sam and Joe Show on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
Listening to ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. It's not just sports, it's a way of life.
Straight talk. Let's have some straight talk. Hey, what's up? It's Jason Cage. So I know semesters have started back in school. If you're sitting on your hands right now, you're like, man, I missed the deadline to get signed up somewhere. It's called the Illinois Center for Broadcasting in Lombard. If you want to do what we do, you want to get backstage to concerts, you want to sit behind a microphone, do your own show, maybe work behind the scenes, meet cool people, get free tickets to pretty much everything you can think of, get all the fun perks that come along with being in the radio, TV, and sports broadcasting industry, the fast track is the Illinois Center for Broadcasting in Lombard. It's a 1-year course, all hands-on training, get the leg up on the competition. They're going to get you set up and get you the skills that you'll need to jump right out of the door, right behind a microphone, doing your own show. It's called ICB, the Illinois Center for Broadcasting in Lombard. Get the tour set up. They're enrolling right now. Don't wait. beonair.com/CAGE. Hire me one day.
This month on Two Pad Stack Radio, Duffy, Marcus, and Riccardi will discuss whether it's right for the NHL to create new teams in Las Vegas, Seattle, and Quebec. And when the season does start, the boys of Two Pad Stack Radio will bring you the most comprehensive NHL breakdown of every team, player, goal, save, and hit. ChicagolandSportsRadio.com is also the home of the Northern Illinois University men's D2 hockey team. You can catch every home and away game here on CSR, starting with the home opener on September 19th as the Huskies take on the Missouri State University Ice Bears. During the hockey season, Two Pat Stack Radio will air every Tuesday from 5 to 8 p.m. on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. You can follow us on Facebook, Facebook.com/Two Pat Stack Radio, and on Twitter at mgrass17, at ant_Ricardi91, and at sduffy2011. Two Pat Stack Radio. Hockey lives here.
It's Bears season again, and Game Time is going to cover your Chicago Bears all season long.
We'll go week to week covering the past and upcoming Bears games on Game Time with Gio and Tom. We'll give you our game predictions and break down the stats only on the Bear Claw, a Game Time favorite.
And we want your take on the Bears each week, so give us a call at 312-564-7375. Bear down and go Bears.
Football season is here, and Second City Sports is the place for the latest news and previews of what's ahead this Bears season.
Butler looking around. Touchdown to the back of the end zone to Brandon Marshall.
We'll talk this week's matchups featuring the Bears and the rest of the NFL. We'll also talk college football, Cubs, White Sox, and much more. So come join the fun with me, Lakina McGee, for Second City Sports. Thursdays noon to 2. Only
Cox
The Chicago Blackhawks have won the Stanley Cup.
and the Bears.
For all your sports needs, tune in to me, Tom Bickham,
And me, Joe Bulio,
every Tuesday from 3 to 5
on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
You're listening to ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. It's not just sports, it's a way of life.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Sam and Joe Show here on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. My buddy had to play that intro. I didn't like it too much, but, that's why he runs the board. I'm your host, Sam Piovo, alongside Joe Cerna, our co-host and lovely song picker. And before the break, we were talking Jay Cutler and that offense. And if you'd like to chime in on that conversation, is Jay Cutler to blame? That's my question to you. Our phone line is open to you, 312-564-7375. That number is 312-564-7375. So let's get into that defense just a little bit here.
What is there more to say? I mean, they haven't adjusted anything. They're just as bad as they were the last week and the week before and the week before. It goes all the way back
the
to
week
last
before
year.
was the Falcons game, so that was pretty good.
They were still bad.
No, they were great.
They were all right.
250 yards given up.
They did their job.
Yeah, but back to what happened in that debacle of a game last week. They gave up 487 yards, 365 of them passing from Tom Brady. 5 touchdowns from Tom Brady as well. Why did the defense just get run over like that, Joe?
What do you mean?
Why was Tom Brady able to walk up and down that defense without a single problem? Not even. Okay, yeah, he's Tom Brady. He's gonna.
You knew exactly what I was.
He's gonna run over the Bears. Yeah, but why they can't stop him one time?
No.
Not even 2.
No.
Maybe in a
Tom
half
Brady's
a drive?
way too experienced for this mediocre, crappy defense to even touch him.
Somebody's got Tom Brady on his jock. Jesus.
I'm not even that big of a fan.
You sound like a fanboy over here.
No, I'm just a realist.
Yeah.
I know his capabilities. I've seen him play, and look. He has nobody on his team, and he's doing all right.
Tom Brady, yeah, but I mean, look, he's got Gronk. Isn't that all you need? Julian Edelman. That's 2 solid targets right there.
Yeah.
Don't say he has nobody on his team.
Last year, who was Edelman? Nobody.
He did fine. He was their only receiver last year.
He became somebody because of Tom Brady.
I agree.
Because he lost Wes Welker.
Yeah. Well, guess who was out last season? The Gronk.
Yeah.
So without Gronk, who knows what they are? I mean, what? Didn't Gronk have 3 touchdown receptions last week?
Yeah.
That's only 2 touchdown passes for Tom Brady without Gronkowski playing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. But the defense should be able to at least stop Tom Brady a little bit.
No?
No. Come on.
They're just there just to be there. They have to be there.
Okay, but if they can't stop him one time, how can they even consider themselves an NFL defense?
I don't know.
Can they?
I don't consider them an NFL defense.
What kind of defense do you consider them?
I don't know. Maybe flag. Maybe
flag foot. That's not even a league.
I don't know. Flag might be better.
You know, it's pretty funny. I feel like one of the top 10 college teams could beat the Bears right now.
Top 10, more like
Notre Dame can beat the Bears right now.
The last place team can beat the Bears right now.
SIU. Go Salukis.
Yeah. They'll have a great after party though.
Yeah, they will. So who needs to be improved most on that defense? What position? I won't go into individuals here.
All right, defensive coordinator.
Really?
Nair.
Mel Tucker needs to be what? Fired?
Put on hey, you ain't making any calls anymore. If that's a position, give him that position.
Let's give him a leave. Just, go away for a while.
Go clean the toilets.
I didn't think he would be on that team after the Bears lost last week. I thought right after the game, Phil Emery comes up, Mel Tucker, just go. Just go. What are you doing right at this point? I mean, really, what is the point to keep around a guy who plays only zone defense, and we don't have the personnel to cover anybody? Not we, the Bears.
No. Yeah, we're not a part of the team, Sam.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not.
Anyway.
What was I going to say? What were you saying? Okay, yeah. The only reason I think he hasn't been gone, or he's not going to be gone, is going to be until they find somebody else to replace him.
Anybody. I don't care. Give it, I don't know. Bring in the offensive coordinator to do the... He can't be any worse. Bring in the offensive coordinator to do the defensive coordinator's job. I don't care at this point.
How about Johnny Manziel?
Stop it. Stop it. Just stop it. If the defense...
You said anybody.
Listen,
I gave you anybody.
Listen, if the defense plays this bad for the rest of the season, this is a 3-13 football team. I can honestly see them going the rest of the way without winning another game. The way the offense played, they have no confidence. The defense is just pathetic at best.
I mean...
Who can they beat?
Nobody. Maybe Tampa.
Yeah, they could. They could beat Tampa.
So they're going to be a 4-12 team.
Yeah, okay, sorry. 4-12. But honestly...
I bet you they're going to be a 4-13 team because they're going to lose at the bye week. That's how bad the Bears are. No, I'm just kidding.
The bye week final score. Bye week 35, Bears 0.
Yeah.
Game over. 3 and 4. Yeah.
No,
well,
but they have Green Bay after this bye week. Green Bay, the Vikings twice, Detroit twice, Tampa, Dallas, and the Saints. There's I don't.
That's what I'm saying. I can easily see them going 3-13 the rest of the way. Hey, it makes for a better draft pick. I mean, it really does. So what do you do? What do you do if you get that kind of draft pick?
Put your Bears stuff away and start wearing Blackhawks and Bulls gear.
That's what all of Chicago has already started. Honestly, if you go 3-13, like I could see the Bears doing, and you have that low draft pick in the first round, who do you draft? You draft a quarterback?
Maybe.
Draft a linebacker? I don't know.
A safety?
Yeah, I mean, who would you draft? I'm asking you.
Me personally, I'm sick of the favoritism on the offense. I would draft defense.
What do you mean, favoritism?
Well, with Mark Trestman, he favors the offense.
Oh, yeah, he's an offensive coach. Yeah,
yeah, and
that's why our team is awful.
They're offensively great, but nah.
They're not offensively great. They should be offensively
great.
They
should.
Yeah.
But they're not.
But they're not.
Their offense has great capabilities. The defense, they have nice names. But other than that...
Wait, who is the nice name?
Chris Connie. I like saying
He's not a nice name.
I've learned to like that name because I talk about how much I don't like him.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. He was good with Major Wright and
Lovie
Smith, but he just ended up being crap.
What's up with Chris Conte in that respect? I mean, he can't stay healthy for anything. He gets injured. He misses a week. He comes back. And by the end of the game, he's injured again. What's up with Chris Conte here, Joe?
I don't know.
And don't say he sucks either. That's just not going to cut it.
I don't think he sucks. He's just still new.
He's still new? You're joking.
I'm very much joking. I'm trying to find an excuse.
There's no excuse on why he gets injured. I can tell you exactly why he gets injured, honestly.
He doesn't know what he's doing.
I guess you can kind of say that. I mean, have you seen the way he tackles guys?
Yes, I've been trying to tell you this for the past how many weeks?
No, I'm not saying okay. You're saying he misses tackles. I'm saying he's trying to break. I'm saying he's trying to break his own neck the way he tackles.
This is what he does. Since he can't lead with his head, he points his head down, puts it to the side, and throws out his arms. It is a terrible tackle. I am surprised when he gets tackles. Because it's like, what?
I'm surprised he doesn't have a broken neck.
Exactly.
That's why he gets hurt. He gets concussion after concussion because he's headbutting these players full speed.
Yeah.
Stop it, Chris Conte.
It's pretty scary.
We're going to take a quick time out here on the Sam and Joe Show. We're going to have a sports update, and then coming up, we're going to talk our grades on the Bears after the first half of the season. Make sure to stay tuned. You're listening to the Sam and Joe Show on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
You're listening to ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. It's not just sports, it's a way of life.
Chicagoland Sports Radio Sports Update.
At 2:30, I am Sam Piopo here with the ChicagolandSportsRadio.com Sports Update brought to you by the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. The Bears are entering their bye week at a good time as they have struggled with injuries. They enter the bye week at a mere 3-5 record. Mark Trestman and the Bears look to figure things out before Week 10 when they play the Green Bay Packers. The Bulls defeated the New York Knicks last night by a score of 104-80. Taj Gibson led the Bulls with 22 points, while Paul Gasol had 21. Derrick Rose looked pretty good in his return, scoring 13 points and adding 5 more assists. The Bulls now get set to tip off their home opener tomorrow night against LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers at 7 o'clock. We have a new World Series champion, unfortunately, of Major League Baseball. The San Francisco Giants defeated the Kansas City Royals 3-2 in Game 7 of the World Series last night in Kansas City. Giants pitcher Madison Bumgarner pitched 5 innings, and after entering the game in the 5th inning, he shut down the Royals by giving up just 2 hits, earning him the MVP honors of the World Series. Congratulations, not really, to the Giants and Mad Bum. The Cubs are in the news as multiple reports have the Cubs signing Rays former manager Joe Maddon to manage the team. Nothing is confirmed yet, so make sure to keep your eyes on that news. The Blackhawks get set to play the Ottawa Senators tonight at 6:30. Corey Crawford will be in net for the Hawks as he looks to bounce back after that tough injury he had. The Hawks look to get back to their winning ways as they've lost 3 of their last 4 games. This has been your ChicagolandSportsRadio.com sports update brought to you by the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. For more information, go to beonair.com. I'm Sam Piopo, and now back to the Sam and Joe Show. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Sam and Joe Show on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. Hope you've enjoyed the show so far. We might have. It's been pretty good, I guess. Before the break, we were talking more Bears, and we're going to keep going with that Bears conversation with our mid-season grades. Joe, are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
All right. Let's talk about that offense. What is your grade on the offense as a whole?
Like letter grade, right?
Letter grade after week, what is it? Week 9 is the week coming up now. What's your grade so far?
Z minus.
In all honesty,
I'll give them an F. A solid F.
Really?
Not like an F plus.
There's no such thing.
Just an F.
There's no such thing anyway.
I just want to go as low as I can possibly go.
Why would you give them an F? Go in depth a little bit on that.
Their performance is terrible. That's all you need. They're just a terrible team. They made it easy for Tom Brady. If Tom Brady had any doubts...
Not talking about just that game.
Okay.
Talking about as a whole season so far.
As the whole season, he gives everybody... The defense gives every quarterback more confidence than they should because they could be good, but they suck.
You know, I've never been so disappointed in your opinion because you're completely wrong by giving them an F. They're not that bad. They're not good.
I was going to give them a D.
You know, that's around where I would give them. I'd give them a C- right at this point.
You are very nice. I would love to have you as a teacher.
C-. I mean, come on. You have Matt Forte playing awesome. That boosts the offense up a couple of points.
Oh, you said defense.
You have I'm sorry, offense. You have Martellus Bennett. Martellus Bennett is phenomenal. He's had a career season so far. I mean, your receiving and your quarterback, they're there.
Oh, so you meant offense. You told me defense.
Did I?
Yeah, and I gave the defense an F.
I meant to say offense. My apologies.
Offense?
Yeah.
I will agree with you with the C because they are doing good. They have been producing points.
No, they're not.
Well, they're not producing a lot of points, but
they're producing their point, but they haven't had a single 30-point game this season.
Exactly.
It's disgraceful.
That's
for
why
a Bears
they shouldn't
offense.
be anything above C.
Yeah, well, I'll give him a C-. You know, I'm gonna drop him down a little bit, but Martellus Bennett is. What are your thoughts on Martellus Bennett now that we brought up his name? He's quietly having a career season so far.
I think he's good.
That's it.
Yeah, he's good.
Good part of the offense.
He's good. Matt Forte's good. They're good. They're just not doing what needs to be done.
I guess so.
And at this point, I don't know what needs to be done if they're not getting it done.
Me neither. We're going to take another time out here on the Sam and Joe Show. Coming up next, we're going to finish up our midseason grades on the Bears, and then we're going to get into our NFL picks of the week. Make sure to stay tuned. You're listening to the Sam and Joe Show on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
That's right, the show goes on every Monday from 2 to 4, only on Chicagoland Sports Radio. Here, two familiar voices as Clinton Cole, CC, and Steve Suff, formerly of our sister station, Sportstown Chicago, gear you up for the Bears in the NFL season, college football, MLB playoffs, Blackhawks hockey, and a whole lot more. Who knows what's going to ensue? One thing's for certain, you're going to want to clear your schedule on Mondays from 2 to 4 to listen to CC and Steve Suff on the show, only on Chicagoland Sports Radio.
They are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
Another group that Dennis Green will no longer let off the hook are those sports guys in the Chi. Join Brian Loveless, Kerry Bryn, Ryan Cederstrom, and Steve Heskey every Wednesday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
You believe in miracles? Yes!
Some of our thoughts are
just a bit outside.
But don't worry, you can still have a good time with us every Wednesday from 2 to 4. Come join us, only on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
This is the one and only El Cedro from Those Sports Guys in the Chi, and you can listen to my show, The Cedro Sports Show, on Mondays from 4 to 6 on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. We'll be breaking down every NFL storyline from Sunday, all the fantasy studs and duds, with live Monday Night Football previews and all the instant reactions for what's going on with your Chicago Bears. Listen live and call in with your opinions, and who knows, maybe I'll have some of those sports guys in the Chi drop by. That's Cedro Sports Show every Monday from 4 to 6 on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
What's up, Chicago? I'm Sam Piopo.
And I'm Joe Serna.
Do you feel updated on all current sports news?
If not, make sure to catch the Sam and Joe Show every Thursday afternoon from 2 to 4 p.m.
Every week, we will have our NFL picks of the week.
Also, we have the best coverage on the latest news on the MLB playoffs.
Not to mention, hockey and basketball season are back.
So make sure to tune in to the Sam and Joe Show every Thursday afternoon from 2 to 4 p.m. on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
I'm Giovanni Avila.
And I'm Tom Shepardson.
Check us out on our show, Game Time with Gio and Tom, on Fridays from 2 to 4 p.m. Listen live on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com and download the iTunes app, keyword Chicagoland Sports Radio.
We're covering all of today's hot topics in the sports world and want you to voice your opinion. So give us a call at 312-564-7375. You can follow me on Twitter at Shep306.
And follow me at _G Avila.
Again, Game Time with Gio and Tom. Thanks for listening.
Nace en el año 2011.
Let's go. Acción Deportiva.
En el año 2012.
We have Bill Natal. Cups of soccer. I'm one of the few that like the both. I like both of them, but Manchester United.
¡Wow! En el año 2013 se hace mejor.
Fiera Deportiva.
Like in the game of Chicago Fire, let's give a shout out to Lafayette. Un saludo de Pavel Pardo. Mandarles un saludo a toda la audiencia.
La Fiera Deportiva.
The month of September means exciting pennant races and new hope with the return of the NFL. While Chicago may be lacking in pennant races for 2014, Bears fans have plenty to be excited about entering the season. Spraying to All Fields is making the necessary adjustments, switching focus to all things Bears. I'll provide detailed coverage beginning Week 1, hosting the Bills, through Week 17 in Minneapolis, and hopefully deep into the playoffs. So join me, Jason Kessner, Saturdays 2 to 4 p.m. for Spraying to All Fields, only on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
The Illinois Center for Broadcasting, Chicago campus, offers hands-on training in all areas of radio and TV broadcasting and online media. The broadcast program is accredited by the ACCSC and approved by the Illinois State Board of Education. The curriculum covers all aspects of radio, television, and online broadcasting through a hands-on program which is taught by industry professionals who are currently working in the industry, on the air, or behind the scenes. The school has fully equipped TV, radio, online media studios, and internet radio stations with updated top-of-the-line equipment which reflects that used today by modern broadcast stations. Students are provided with a networking opportunity with professional broadcasters in the business, valuable externships that could lead to jobs after graduation, and job placement assistance. The school also offers financial aid for those who qualify and flexible day and night class schedules. At our broadcasting center, you will develop the expertise you need to compete in today's major broadcasting markets. To schedule a tour with the Illinois Center for Broadcasting Chicago campus today, text Be On Air to 33239 or call 312-884-8000. The Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where broadcasting careers begin.
You're listening to ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. It's not just sports, it's a way of life.
If you smell what The Rock is cooking.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Sam and Joe Show here on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. I am your host, Sam Piobo, alongside The Rock. Wait a minute, no, that's Joe Cerna, our co-host and producer. We wish it was The Rock, but it's not. Before the break, we were just getting into our mid-season Bears grades, and the offense was given a C by both me and Joe, except I had the C-. So now we're going to get into some, actually, we're going to go a little individual here. We're going to go to the quarterback. What is your mid-season grade on Jay Cutler?
Man, I would love to give him a B.
You'd love to give him a B?
I'd love to give him a B.
So what does that mean?
I'm not going to.
What are you giving him?
I'd actually love to give him an A, but that will never happen.
No. If he was the A that we all thought he would be this season, MVP, then we wouldn't be complaining so much, now would we?
He's made a major part of the offense.
Yeah.
I gave the offense a C. So I'm going to give him a C-.
Also a C- for Jay Cutler?
Yeah, well, for the offense period, they got a solid C.
A solid C for the offense you gave.
And Jay Cutler has like C-, almost a D around that area.
I guess.
So,
for Jay Cutler, you take a look at what he's done this season. The numbers of touchdowns to interceptions are good. They are good. But the thing about Jay Cutler, the reason why he's been heavily criticized so far this season is because of the turnovers and when he's committed these turnovers. So for me, Jay Cutler would I'd give him a C right now. I would agree with the C. He's been pretty good, but there's always those shaky moments at the end of the fourth quarter where he gives up, that terrible turnover, whether it be a pick or, a fumble. Cutler, it's just tough to give him anything better than a C. We want to give him a B, like you said, but he doesn't deserve it to this point. Can Jay Cutler be better during the second half of the season?
I think so. I thought he could get better each game, but he just hasn't done it.
Yeah, I agree. Let's move on here before we get into some more Jay Cutler talk, because we could talk about him for days, but we're just not going to do that. All right, we're going to move on to the defense. The defense, Joe. How have they done for you?
For me?
For you.
F.
Go in depth right now.
Go in depth?
Yes.
You don't need to.
You do. Why have they been bad? Who's been bad? Who is to blame? Yeah, we know who you blame, but
I blame the whole defense. Because, you can trace it back to Mel Tucker and say, you're all to blame. But you're professional football players. You should know what you're doing. And if you have a problem, you see that play isn't working, big. Hey, listen, coach, I respect what you do, but you suck. We shouldn't run this play. I have this play we should do, blah, 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 blah. Throw in your input.
Yeah, but who's supposed to do that?
All of them.
All of them.
Somebody needs to help him. And if they are, stop helping them.
If it takes a player to help an NFL defensive coordinator, there's something wrong with that defensive coordinator.
They need something, man.
No, you're saying the players should go up to him. I'm saying Phil Emery should go up to him and say, get lost.
At this point, somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody, man.
Something's got to give. So you gave him an F. How can you not give him an F? I'll give him an F too. I hate to do it because, as a Bears fan, we're used to seeing what? Great defense, great tech. Before the last 2 years, great defense. And then a so-so offense. Yeah. Usually a bad offense, but once we get blessed, the Bears get blessed with that great offense. I mean, they haven't been great this year, but they have the potential to be great. they lose the defense. That's just some Chicago luck right there.
Yeah, it's terrible to be a Bears fan. It really is.
It's very unlucky. You want to go be Colts fans?
Oh, yeah, Colts fans.
Colts fans over here.
Andrew Luck.
They got it good, huh?
Maybe.
Maybe? What do you mean maybe? They've got it good.
The fans don't.
Why?
It's just Andrew Luck. He's having a lucky year.
He's having a lucky year?
Next year he'll be garbage. I'm just kidding.
No, Andrew Luck is here to stay, man. Andrew Luck.
He's going to be better than Peyton Manning.
Whoa, I don't know about that.
If not, give him a run for his money.
How fair is it, though, that they get Peyton Manning, he moves on to Denver. Who do they draft? Andrew Luck. And what does Andrew Luck become? Oh, only the next MVP of the league, probably. The way he's playing right now, yep, I wouldn't put it past him. God, that's not fair. We're going to move on here to special teams. I'm going to go ahead and give my special teams grade for the first half of the season first. And I'd give it a D right now. I would give it a D because of these reasons. Robbie Gould has not been as good as he's been, in the past. And the kicking team coverage is awful. So I would give them an F right now. What would you give the special teams?
I won't give them an F.
No?
Because we're used to seeing a good special teams with Devin Hester and stuff. But I'd give them a D. Because, I'm going to give them all a C. I'm going straight C's for everybody.
Oh, I would never give them a C.
Because they're doing their job as they're not letting them letting other teams get major yard position.
Okay, but how about on the other side? The kick returning, Chris Williams. He was, he takes the ball out from 8 yards deep in the end zone, and he gets stuck at the 10-yard line. That can't happen. That's all a part of it too.
I think we're just so used to seeing the Bears have such good special teams that when they're mediocre, it's just like, oh, they're terrible.
Yeah, that may be too. But does that result back to coaching? Joe DeCamillis, he's not as good as Dave Tobe when it comes to special teams coaching, and we missed Dave Tobe.
Yeah.
We missed Dave Tobe and his players. Back in the Super Bowl year, they were completely outstanding. They were better than the offense of the Bears. Brandon Ion Badejo, do you remember him?
Yeah, vaguely, but yeah.
Oh, man. One of the best special teams players I've ever seen. Corey Graham. There's no stopping those guys. When Devin Hester has those guys to block for him, it's over.
Yeah.
And that's why Devin Hester got all those returns. I'm not taking anything away from Devin, but wow, did he have some help back there if you really look back at it.
So that's one big thing I miss about the Bears in general is having a good special teams. Just this mediocre special teams, it makes it not exciting to watch.
It really helps though too when you have a really good special teams.
All aspects of the game gives the rest of the players confidence, and because you like to see your fellow teammates do good, you're like, yeah, they did good. I'm gonna do good. Yeah,
right.
Everybody's gonna do good. But if they're like, oh, that was terrible. I hope I don't do terrible. Have the doubt. Boom, they do terrible.
Right. So here's a question for you you, the listener. Can the Bears season be saved? And if you'd like to answer that question, give us a call right now. Our phone line is open, 312-564-7375. That number is 312-564-7375. Can the season be saved, Joe?
No.
No.
Like we've said on practically every show before the season, I called that they were going to come back after this bye week and do better and get their stuff together. They haven't got their stuff together.
As a team, they haven't.
Yeah. So next season, I do still see them being good.
Do you really?
And being a factor. Yes.
Not with that defense.
They're going to do better. There's no doubt.
That all depends on what happens in the draft and free agency, though. If you don't do anything with that defense, you're going to be the same football team as this year.
I'm talking about the rest of the season. They're going to do better. They're not going to go and win a bunch of games. I don't see that happening. But they're going to do better. They're going to start being a tighter defense, start being a well put together offense, well-aware offense, a well-aware defense, and I just see it all getting better. This is just a phase that we need to go to as fans. Just watch our team.
Well, hold on a minute.
Do terrible.
Do the Patriots ever go through that? When
Wes Welker left, no.
Nah,
and then you have Tom Brady.
Not really.
Boom.
Okay, but the Patriots, no matter what, they're in it. And that results back to the organization. Maybe the Bears, maybe they just don't have the people in the front office.
Yeah, maybe they just need a clean house.
Well, for me, I don't think the season can be saved. I don't think they're going to play any better than they have.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, you do. You just said you did. They're going to play better.
Yeah, but they're saving it.
Oh, no. They're not. No, they're not going to save it, but they're not even going to play better. I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's just going to go in a downward spiral from here. And it's a shame, really. It's a shame that I have to go to a freezing cold game on December 23rd just to watch the Bears get destroyed by the Lions. Yeah, I have that confidence. Can't you feel it in me? I have the confidence right now.
Are you going to wear Bears gear?
I am going to wear Bears gear. Come on. I'm still a fan. Give me a break here. But in all honesty, no, the season won't be saved. And once you get to the offseason, you got to just, strap it down and wait for next season. Hopefully something will be better coaching-wise. Hint, Mel Tucker, leave. But what about Mark Trestman? Will he be gone?
No, he shouldn't be gone.
I agree.
Whatsoever.
I agree.
It's only this guy's half of his second year.
Yeah.
Give the guy a break. Okay, yeah, he hasn't done anything that'll make your eyes pop. Well, yeah, he made the defense terrible, but that's different.
It made our eyes pop.
In a good way. He made the offense really good.
That didn't make my eyes pop. It made my eyes bleed.
I don't think he made, but I don't know.
Brought a different vibe into the locker room.
Yeah, from what players have said since he first came in, just gave me a lot of respect for the guy.
Yeah.
Coming from the CFL, I mean, they're aggressive, but
sure.
they're not as aggressive as the NFL and the NFL coaches. And I'm not saying they're less passionate or anything. They're just not as aggressive and vicious.
Canadians are too nice.
Yeah. And
no, we love you, Canadians.
I do. I love Canadians. But, yeah, he's just not aggressive and vicious. He's strict.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know if you could say that.
Well, from what they've said in the practices, he's really strict about them cutting weight, showing up for practice, and all that good stuff.
Well, he sure didn't take no crap when Martellus Bennett and Kyle Fuller went into that argument in the offseason. I mean, Martellus Bennett was suspended indefinitely, and I don't know if that's anything to look at, but it kind of says that he doesn't want to take any crap from his team, and that's probably a good thing. But wouldn't you like to see some more fire out of Mark Trestman?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
I don't know either.
Not with these Bears.
After this bye, we have the Green Bay Packers. It'll be the Green Bay Packers versus the Chicago Bears at Lambeau Field. What are your thoughts quickly on how that game can be played out?
Murder.
Oh, God.
The Packers are getting away with murder.
Wow. That's great. I couldn't disagree. I mean, the Packers are a well-improving football team right now. We're going to take another time out here on the Sam and Joe Show. Coming up next, we're going to get into our NFL picks of the week. And then finally, we'll get into some Bulls basketball, some Blackhawks hockey, and, of course, that disappointing World Series that I watched last night. Make sure to stay tuned. You're listening to the Sam and Joe Show on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
You're listening to ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. It's not just sports, it's a way of life.
You love sports, you have passion, but you need skills to work in sports broadcasting. It's Herb Lawrence of 670 The Score. Get those skills at the Illinois Center for Broadcasting, just like I did. Check out their campus in Lombard with amazing equipment and staff. Get a jump on the competition with hands-on training in radio and TV. With internships, flexible classes, affordable tuition, and job placement, you could start a new career at the Illinois Center for Broadcasting in Lombard. Enrolling now for upcoming classes. Go to beonair.com/SCORE. That's beonair.com/SCORE.
Football is back, and Rich and Rick gets to talk about the biggest matchups and the Bears.
I'm going to take the Bears in the division this year, and I think they're the most well-rounded football team, too.
But for some strange reason, somehow, some way, the Bears find some type of way to screw it all up.
The Rich and Rick Show, hosted by me, Richard Glenn, alongside Cedric Farrell, on Fridays from 4 to 6 p.m. on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
Don't even think about hitting that snooze button. Instead, start your morning off with the all-new Mornings with Ryan, only on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. That's right, myself, Ryan Blazing, will be catching you up on all the latest happenings from around the sports world to get you ready for your workday, so when you show up at work, you can be the smartest guy around the water cooler. That's Mornings with Ryan, every Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., only
if you truly call yourself a football fan. So what are you waiting for?
Check us out, guys. The Football Focus every Wednesday, 4 to 5 p.m. only on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
What's up? It's Jonathan Hood from Chicago's Game Night. Not many people can say that they love their career, but I certainly do. The Illinois Center for Broadcasting in Lombard can help you find the career that you love. I also teach at ICB because I like helping the next generation of broadcasters discover their passion. How do you discover yours? Well, ICB is enrolling students for day and evening classes right now. Learn how to be a sports talk show host, a producer, do play-by-play, and shoot and edit video. Get hands-on training on air and behind the scenes. You'll have a chance to get internships at radio or TV stations where you can tap into the knowledge of industry pros. With job placement assistance, you can start your career in 1 year. They have affordable tuition and financial aid for those who qualify. So why waste another minute in a career that you don't love? Go to beonair.com/Chicago Sports and see what the Illinois Center for Broadcasting has to offer. Go to the website right now, beonair.com/Chicago Sports.
You're listening to ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. It's not just sports, it's a way of life.
Chicagoland Sports Radio Sports Update.
At 3 p.m., I am Sam Piopo here with ChicagolandSportsRadio.com Sports Update, brought to you by the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. The Bears are entering their bye week at a good time as they have struggled with injuries throughout the season. They enter the bye week at a mere 3-5 record. Mark Trestman and the Bears look to figure things out before Week 10 when they play the Green Bay Packers. The Bulls defeated the New York Knicks last night by a score of 104-80. Taj Gibson led the Bulls with 22 points while Pau Gasol had 21. Derrick Rose looked pretty good in his return, scoring 13 points and adding 5 more assists. The Bulls now get set to tip off their home opener tomorrow night against LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers, that is, at 7 o'clock. And a new World Series champion was crowned last night. The San Francisco Giants defeated the Kansas City Royals 3-2 in Game 7 of the World Series last night in Kansas City. Giants pitcher Madison Bumgarner pitched 5 innings after entering the game in the 5th inning. He shut down the Royals by giving up just 2 hits, earning him this World Series MVP honor. Congratulations to the Giants and Mad Bum. The Cubs are in the news as multiple reports have the Cubs signing former Rays manager Joe Maddon to manage the team instead of Rick Renteria. Nothing has been confirmed yet. Make sure to stay tuned. The Blackhawks get set to play the Ottawa Senators tonight at 6:30. Scott Darling will be getting the start in net for the Hawks as Corey Crawford will be backing him up. Corey Crawford looks to start the next game. The Hawks look to get back to their winning ways as they've lost 3 of their last 4 games. This has been your ChicagolandSportsRadio.com Sports Update, brought to you by the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. For more information, go to beonair.com. I'm Sam Piopo, and now back to the Sam and Joe Show. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Sam and Joe Show here on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. Do you know what time it is, Joe?
The main event of the evening. And now, senores y señores do Brazil, and UFC fans watching around the world. Live from the sold-out HSBC Arena in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. It's time!
That's right. It is time for the NFL Picks of the Week. You know that was coming. That's right. Our favorite segment of every week here on the Sam and Joe Show. We love doing our NFL Picks of the Week just because we like showing how dumb we are when it comes to picking the NFL teams. So, Joe.
Not we.
Oh, yeah, okay. Just because you had one good week. All right, let's start us off with the Thursday night football game.
Thursday night football game we got, well, tonight, New Orleans at Carolina.
That may be one of the best games I've ever seen. No. You know, last year that may be one of the top-notch primetime games. But this year it's a battle of the mediocre football teams at this point. 3-4. Well, the Panthers have one tie. Both of them are 3-4. They're just not that good this season. Who do you got, Joe?
I don't know. Still think Saints.
Saints. Why Saints?
Carolina isn't what I thought they were going to be.
Neither are the Saints.
The Saints surprised me last week with their win.
Yeah, they did. They absolutely destroyed the Packers.
Yeah.
Which was great to see after that Bears loss.
So they put a smile on my face, so I'm going to give them this win.
And I am going to agree with you because, like you said, that win against the Packers was really impressive. They kind of looked like the old Saints.
Yeah, and seeing Drew Brees hitting hands like crazy, that's what he should be doing.
And that running back Mark Ingram, he had that really good game as well.
Yeah.
So, it doesn't really mean anything. I mean, yeah, everybody can have a great game. But this game will really show what if the Saints are real or not. Can they come out in Carolina, get a win? They don't play well on the road. We'll find out. I got the Saints.
I have the Saints as well. Next game is Tampa at Cleveland.
Oh,
that is terrible.
Yeah, I got Cleveland.
Do you?
Yes.
I haven't been watching Cleveland, at all.
Well, they're better than Tampa Bay, I'll tell you that.
Are they?
Yes, by a lot.
Who did Tampa Bay face last?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to the Buccaneers. They're terrible.
They lost.
Just look at their ranks. They're ranked 32nd in everything.
Yeah, they only won one game against Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Okay, I'm going to go Browns.
Just, come on.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Anyway, next game.
It's terrible to say.
That shouldn't have taken long.
Arizona at Dallas.
That is a good game right there. I got Arizona, just because I hate the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm going Dallas because they've been doing really good.
Yeah, well, Tony Romo's also hurt, so.
Is he?
He's still probably going to play, but he's banged up a little bit.
Banged up a little bit. Yeah, I'm going Dallas. Next game, Philadelphia at Houston. I almost said Houston.
I got Philly.
Hey,
Nick Foles
Houston.
is starting on my fantasy team this week because Aaron Rodgers is on a bye. Nick Foles. Nick Foles for the win, man. Philadelphia.
Are you hoping, or is that actually your pick?
I'm just hoping. But no, honestly, if I did an in-depth pick, I'd probably go with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
New York Jets at Kansas City.
Why are the Jets even mentioned in an NFL conversation? Give me the Chiefs. And next question.
I'm with you on that one. Jacksonville at Cincinnati.
Again, why are the Jacksonville Jaguars mentioned in an NFL conversation? I got the Bengals. Wait, did you say Cincinnati?
I am down with you.
Yep. Next question.
San Diego at Miami.
It's better. It's not much better, but it's better.
Something to watch.
Yeah, right. Phillip Rivers is still playing pretty good football. Ryan Tannehill has been receiving advice from Dan Marino. Whew, tough pick right there.
Rings.
What?
Rings.
What do you
None of them have them.
It's true. Dan Marino has nothing. Ryan Tannehill probably won't get anything. Yeah. I got Phillip Rivers in the Chargers.
I hate to agree with you because I don't like agreeing with you, but yeah.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. But yeah, I agree with you on that one.
All right.
Washington at Minnesota.
God, what's with these terrible games?
It's not terrible, just murder games. It's just murder week.
Give me
Minnesota?
Give me the Vikings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stop it. Stop it. Pick the Redskins right now.
No, they're terrible.
I know. Well, so are the Vikings.
Yeah, but they're better than.
Yeah, I got the Queens.
St. Louis at San Francisco.
My dear God. Give me the 49ers. Come on. I mean,
I'm going St. Louis.
What?
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yeah.
that's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's my upset of the week.
Hey,
then.
I'll tell you, that's whatever.
To you.
As long as you would disagree with me for once.
Denver at New England.
Wow, that's
New
the
England.
game of the week right there.
New England.
No. No.
No, not at all. I just like to mess with you because you say that I'm such a big fan of Tom Brady.
You are.
I'm not.
God, you're all over Tom Brady.
I don't like what he did to football.
Do you want to just go give him a hug right now?
I would love to not give him a hug right now, actually.
Why not?
I'm not a fan of, like, that you say. I know that he's good, and that's about it.
Who would you rather have as your quarterback? Tom Brady or Peyton Manning?
Peyton Manning.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
No? You wouldn't?
In their primes? No.
I don't know. I thought you were talking about right now. See,
Count-
you like to throw in comments after you ask the question.
Honestly, count the rings. Count the rings.
Okay.
I mean,
but you didn't say in their prime.
okay. Even when they're old, I'm still taking Tom Brady.
It's because you're on Tom Brady's jock.
Oh, yeah, I'm on Tom Brady's jock. Give us a call right now. We want to hear who you'd rather have as your quarterback, Peyton Manning or Tom Brady. That number is 312-564-7375. That number again for you is 312-564-7375. Tom Brady or Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning has one of the tightest, ugliest throws, but it is crazy
That
good.
made absolutely no sense.
Tight? Like
Tight and ugly?
Tight and ugly.
Tight means a good pass.
Tight like his shoulders tucked in.
Oh.
Tight. And it is an ugly throw. It is very stiff and ugly, but he is crazy good.
Have you ever seen his scouting report from college? There's not a positive comment on there.
No.
And he should never have made it out of college, but
that's crazy.
But he did.
All right, the next game is Oakland at Seattle. I'm dead serious.
You're asking me that question?
Yeah, Seattle.
I mean, it's a divisional game. We can say that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, come on. Derek Carr is going to beat Russell. Come on, Seahawks.
Next one is Baltimore-Pittsburgh. That's going to be a good game.
That's always a good game. Always love watching Baltimore and Pittsburgh play. Troy Polamalu. When I think of Baltimore and Pittsburgh, I think of Troy Polamalu jumping over the offensive line of the Ravens and just destroying Joe Flacco. Yeah. Who do you got though? That's a tough game to pick.
Yeah, because I think they both are equal right now.
Yeah. Well, Pittsburgh, they're coming off a huge win against the Colts. Both quarterbacks played great, but Ben Roethlisberger, man, did he go off or what? Ben Roethlisberger threw for 600 yards and it was about 500 and something, but you can probably say 600,000 yards the way he was passing the ball. It's a historic game for him, honestly. Ben Roethlisberger, but he's not going to repeat it.
No.
In Baltimore, who's at home?
Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah, it's tough then. I was just about to pick Baltimore because they're at home, but they're not at home, so I'm going with the Steelers.
They're both equal in losses right now.
They always seem to be even football teams.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a lashing out, and I think I just don't think Ben Roethlisberger has what it takes to come out and perform like he did last week, because his performance hasn't been that steady and consistent. So
No?
I'm gonna go with Baltimore.
Give me your final score on that one. That's one of the games where it's tough to pick, but it's even tougher to make a final score prediction.
21-14.
Wow, that was quick.
Tight game.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna go ahead and pick Baltimore 27-24. It's gonna be a pretty good scoring game. Defenses are gonna hold in the fourth quarter. I think all the points are gonna be scored in the first three, and Baltimore's gonna get it done in probably the last drive. I wouldn't doubt it.
All right, and as for Monday
Night Football,
Indianapolis at New York. No, they haven't been having good Monday Night Football games.
No, that's because Monday Night Football is losing out to Sunday Night Football. Haven't you realized that?
Well, yeah, but last year they had some good Monday
They had some good ones,
games.
but if you really look at it, if you look back at the schedule, you would see that Sunday Night Football has completely blown Monday Night Football away with the games. Yeah, but it used to not be that way. The primetime game used to go to the Monday night.
Yeah, but it should be that way because everybody gets off work like, I want to watch the game, but I'd rather
Really?
sleep.
Because when I get off, I want to go to sleep. I don't want to watch football.
Well, that's because you're not a real sports fan.
Oh, yeah, that's funny. That's hilarious. I've got who was it again? Indy in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Andrew Luck.
Of course, it'd be stupid not to go.
Andrew Luck's my MCM.
Whoa. Whoa.
What?
This is a different type of show.
Well, come on now.
We're not talking about Dallas and Michael Sam.
Anyway. Wow. Anyway, let's hear your lock of the week here in the NFL.
Lock of the
week? Who do
week?
you have winning for sure?
For sure.
Yes, your lock of the week.
Well, I mean, any team that I go with, it's common sense to pick that one. So, I'm going to go with the best game of this schedule of this week. My lock of the week is going to be Baltimore beating Pittsburgh.
Really?
Lock of the week. Bam.
How could you even...
Because I can. This is America.
Explain how you can predict such an... I don't know. I don't even know what to ask you after that. That game could go either way, Joe. That game could... Oh, what are you, Jay Cutler?
Maybe.
That game can go either way, man.
Maybe that's why I'm doing terrible.
Yeah,
I am Jay Cutler.
Yeah, you are.
No, yeah. That's my lock of the week just because it can go the other way, and I just want to test my luck.
Okay.
I want to test my Andrew luck.
My lock of the week will be San Diego over Miami. Just one of those games for Phillip Rivers. I think he'll have a really good game, and I think it'll be walk in the park.
Walk in the park.
Yep, got San Diego over Miami.
But, I mean, if you wanted to, you can go Seattle, Oakland. Seattle's going to murder Oakland.
Yeah, but you can't pick easy games. That's not fair. Exactly. Obviously, you can pick
Most
a
of
lot.
these games are easy.
Yeah, I know.
So that's why that one's my lock, just because it can go any other way.
Hope you enjoyed our NFL picks of the week. We'll be back next week, of course, for our NFL picks of the week. But right now, we're going to take a quick time out on the Sam and Joe Show before coming up next, we have Chicago Bulls basketball and some Chicago Blackhawks hockey, and of course some World Series coverage now that it's over. You're listening to the Sam and Joe Show on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
You're listening to ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. It's not just sports, it's a way of life.
Straight talk. Let's have some straight talk. Hey, what's up? It's Jason Cage. So I know semesters have started back in school. If you're sitting on your hands right now, you're like, man, I missed the deadline to get signed up somewhere. It's called the Illinois Center for Broadcasting in Lombard. If you want to do what we do, you want to get backstage to concerts, you want to sit behind a microphone, do your own show, maybe work behind the scenes, meet cool people, get free tickets to pretty much everything you can think of. Get all the fun perks that come along with being in the radio, TV, and sports broadcasting industry. The fast track is the Illinois Center for Broadcasting in Lombard. It's a one-year course, all hands-on training. Get the leg up on the competition. They're going to get you set up and get you the skills that you'll need to jump right out of the door, right behind a microphone, doing your own show. It's called ICB, the Illinois Center for Broadcasting in Lombard. Get the tour set up. They're enrolling right now. Don't wait. BeOnAir.com/CAGE. Hire me one day.
This month on Two Pat Stack Radio, Duffy, Marcus, and Riccardi will discuss whether it's right for the NHL to create new teams in Las Vegas, Seattle, and Quebec. And when the season does start, the boys at Two Pat Stack Radio will bring you the most comprehensive NHL breakdown of every team, player, goal, save, and hit. ChicagolandSportsRadio.com is also the home of the Northern Illinois University men's D2 hockey team. You can catch every home and away game here on CSR, starting with the home opener on September 19th as the Huskies take on the Missouri State University Ice Bears. During the hockey season, Two Pat Stack Radio will air every Tuesday from 5 to 8 p.m. on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. You can follow us on Facebook, Facebook.com/2PatStackRadio, and on Twitter at mgrass17, at ant_Riccardi91, and at sduffy2011. Two Pat Stack Radio. Hockey lives here.
Football season is here, and Second City Sports is the place for the latest news and previews of what's ahead this Bears season.
Looking around. Step into the back. zone to Brandon Marshall.
We'll talk this week's matchups featuring the Bears and the rest of the NFL. We'll also talk college football, Cubs, White Sox, and much more. So come join the fun with me, Lakeem McGee, for Second City Sports, Thursdays noon to 2, only on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
Only on Chicagoland Sports Radio can you find Mike Pendleton, Chris Wallenga, Josh Lopez, and Steve Suff on Full Scale Sports Radio. Catch all the fun and the spirited debate of all things NFL, MLB playoffs, college football, and soon to be a little hockey, all from 7 to 10 on Wednesday nights. We welcome your thoughts and your opinions as long as you stick to your guns. On your Wednesday nights, though, stick with us, Full Scale Sports Radio, from 7 to 10 p.m., only on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
Here at the Pro Wrestling Experience, I, Josh Lopez, give you the best wrestling coverage you can't find anywhere else. I'm the best in the world at what I do. I'll bring you some of the biggest names inside and outside the professional wrestling world and educate you in everything in the world of professional wrestling, from WWE, TNA, Ring of Honor Wrestling, and much more. Make sure to check out the show with the student of the game, Josh Lopez, every Wednesdays, 10 to 1, ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
Here's what you missed last time on Educated Insanity.
Believe this. You're not going to believe this. Yo, I shot myself. Where'd you shoot yourself? Dog, you're not going to believe this. You just...
Hey, bruh. Hey, bruh, do you see my pants? It is red around here, okay? I need your help. I'm shivering and I'm about to
see, it's Educated Insanity Wednesdays 5 to 7 right here, ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
Hello, this is Richard Glenn, and you may know me as the host of The Rich and Rick Show. But I'm not here to talk about that today. What I'm here to talk about is a brand new show I'll be hosting with Chicago White Sox Scraps and Bench's own Jack Sheehan. Oh, well, we do not have any clips of Jack or anything, but just for the record, I like to say that I've known Jack for a long time, and I think he stinks, and I do not like him. The Jack and Rich Show, 6 to 8 on Thursdays on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
You love sports, you have passion, but you need skills to work in sports broadcasting. It's Herb Lawrence of 670 The Score. Get those skills at the Illinois Center for Broadcasting, just like I did. Check out their campus in Lombard with amazing equipment and staff. Get a jump on the competition with hands-on training in radio and TV. With internships, flexible classes, affordable tuition, and job placement, you can start a new career at the Illinois Center for Broadcasting in Lombard. Enrolling now for upcoming classes. Go to beonair.com/SCORE. That's beonair.com/SCORE.
You're listening to ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. It's not just sports, it's a way of life.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Sam and Joe Show on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. And you know what time it is when you hear that music. It's time to talk some Chicago Bulls basketball, as they played their first game of the season last night against the New York Knicks. They won the game very easily by a score of 104-80. Joe, what did you take out of that game?
I'm excited.
Me too. I mean, I thought you had more to say.
No, I'm excited.
They played really well. I mean, Taj Gibson, 22 points. Pau Gasol, 21 points, 11 rebounds. D. Rose, 13 points, 5 assists. Not too bad.
Pau. That was great.
Yeah.
Seeing him in the Bears uniform.
Wow. That would be the Bulls uniform, not the Bears.
Oh, did I say
But
Bears?
that's okay. We forgive you. We talk too much Bears. It's okay.
Bulls.
Yeah.
Seeing him in that Bulls uniform was amazing. It was great to see his drives, his intensity with the team, seeing Derrick Rose making cuts that scared me. Like, oh, there goes his
Don't
knee
do
again.
that. So what did you think of Derrick Rose now that you talk about it? How was he? How did he play to you? 13 points, 5 rebounds, or 5 assists?
He's going to be nasty on the court.
You think he's back?
Oh, man, yeah. And it's only going uphill. Unless if he gets hurt again, it's only going
uphill.
Well,
that's what I'm talking about. Is there any chance?
There's always a chance.
But do you think it'll happen?
No.
No, you don't think any injuries will happen to Derrick Rose this season? Do you think he could play a full season?
He's going to tear his tricep.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
Don't even joke like that. That's terrible. Some Bulls fan's going to come in here and stab you.
He's going to have that giant elbow liquid thing, and it's going to be disgusting when they get the tricep tears.
All right, I'm not going to. Let's not offend anybody here. I mean, in all honesty, Derrick Rose, I think he's back, and I think he's in a good place right now. He's he looks fast. He's cutting the way he whatever. Don't make fun of me.
Fast people look not so fast.
But really, his cutting, he looks like he's cutting like himself again.
It's
and
scary.
It's very scary to see, but yeah, it is. What did you think of Pau Gasol? Fun to see him, man.
I just said yeah.
Well, yeah. How do you think he played? Yeah, it's fun to see him in a uniform. Yeah. How did he play?
I said it was good to see him with his drives and his passing. To him teaming up with Joakim Noah is great.
That's going to be so awesome to watch.
Seeing them all around, it's just amazing.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler did not play last night's game because of that thumb injury that he suffered in the preseason game.
And I always like to laugh at Melo. Like, you could have been on the Bulls, but you weren't.
Well, you know why, right?
Why?
He took money over talent.
He took money over a championship.
Wow. You're putting your money right there. You're putting your money right on the table. You're saying the Bulls are going to win it all already.
They could win it all just with the team that they have right now. And with Melo, man, it would have been no doubt about it.
Well, no, if the Bulls didn't get Melo, I'm sorry. If the Bulls did get Melo, then they wouldn't have gotten Nikola Mirotic. They probably wouldn't have gotten Pau Gasol. So who knows? I mean, you spend all that money on Carmelo Anthony. Are you as good as a team as you are now without him?
No doubt. He's an elite player.
No. You're not as good as a team if you have him. You're taking away 2 to 3 players for one guy.
But you're not taking away your key players.
Taj Gibson, Nikola Mirotic, they're not going to be. Taj Gibson's not a key player for the Bulls.
It's going to affect them.
Wow.
But it's not going to be. Carmelo Anthony, you know what? I take back all of this. Because I remembered why I didn't want Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, you remember me saying I never want him.
He's a ball hog.
Yeah?
He's very self-centered. And no, that would have ruined the Bulls.
Thank you. That's what I'm trying to say.
It would not have been a good thing. Never mind.
It's all about team chemistry when it comes to basketball. Not just one guy.
Yeah, and if you disagree with me, I have a phone. I want to listen to what you have to say.
Give us a call.
Oh, okay.
312-564-7375. I don't know why Joe doesn't want to give you guys the number. He says he wants you to call, but he won't give you the number. 312-564-7375 is that number.
I'm scared of their opinions.
Yeah. So what are you most excited to see from the Bulls this season? What are you expecting?
Playoffs.
That it?
Yep, I'm looking forward to the playoffs. They're going to make it.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
And they're going to mess some stuff up in there.
Yeah? Well, their home opener is tomorrow night against the Cleveland Cavaliers and LeBron James. What are you looking for in that game?
I'm looking for LeBron James to be shut down and show him that he ain't nothing without the key players that made him as good as he was on the Miami Heat.
Really? LeBron James isn't going to be the same without the players from the Miami Heat?
I didn't say that.
That's what you want to see, you said.
I want to see him get shut down because they shut him down even when he was on Miami.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
No, they never shut him
down.
Nate
Robinson was covering LeBron James fairly well.
No, not at all.
Watch the highlights, Sam.
No, you watch the highlights. There's no way the Bulls never shut down LeBron James. You can hold him off to a point, but you're not going to shut down a player like LeBron James. No team can.
I'm going to look up the highlights just to show you.
Come on, I don't care about the highlights. Joe, LeBron James is not going to be stopped. I'm just saying that the Bulls are playing the Cavaliers tomorrow. LeBron James is no different than he was when he was on the Heat. He's still... Okay, why was he so good with the first time with the Cleveland Cavaliers then?
Okay.
He didn't have any players with him then.
Let me. You're making me sound like
a bum.
Yeah.
Well, you are.
It's not like that. It's you're misunderstanding me completely.
Oh yeah.
I haven't even elaborated.
Go ahead.
I want to see them shutting down. Blah 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 blah. You heard all that. With the Miami Heat, everybody was like, "Oh, LeBron James this, LeBron James that." LeBron James slowed down a lot on Miami because he had all them other players, and him being on Cleveland, he is the only big player. I mean, now he's got other players.
Yeah, sure.
But before he didn't. And he was the one bringing all the... That's why he wanted to leave Cleveland, because he was the only one producing. And he made it a far ways just by himself.
Yeah, I agree. So what's your point?
My point is that they're going to shut him down.
No.
Because he doesn't have as many weapons. The Bulls...
Sure he does.
Not... So you're saying the Cleveland Cavaliers with LeBron James are equally as good as Miami Heat with LeBron James?
I believe so.
You're crazy.
Why? Why is Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh that
Because
automatic?
it's not just Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh.
Okay,
Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Mario Chalmers, Birdman. You have the whole bench mob is crazy good.
No.
The whole team was good.
No, they're not. They're
No,
not
then
a
why
great
did they
team.
win
They're-
2 championships in a row?
Let me finish. Without LeBron James, they're not that good of a team. You watch and see what happens this year. They're not going to be that good. Yeah, they'll make the
They're
playoffs. Okay, what is your argument then if they're not that good?
Well, no.
You lose. You lose.
Okay.
Game over.
I did just sound stupid right there.
Yeah, you did.
No, because their star, quote unquote, star player right now in Miami Heat is Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade's very injury prone, and he's old.
Yeah, he is.
But the whole team is gonna make it far in Miami.
We'll see.
They will.
I don't think so. We're going to take a quick time out on the Sam and Joe Show. We're going to have a sports update, and then we're going to talk some World Series along with some Chicago Blackhawks. Make sure to stay tuned. You're listening to the Sam and Joe Show on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
You're listening to ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. It's not just sports, it's a way of life.
Chicagoland Sports Radio Sports Update.
At 3:30 p.m., I am Sam Piovo here with your ChicagolandSportsRadio.com sports update brought to you by the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. The Bears are entering their bye week at a good time as they have struggled with their injuries. They enter the bye week at a mere 3-5 record. Mark Trestman and the Bears look to figure things out before Week 10 when they play the Packers. The Bulls defeated the New York Knicks last night by a score of 104-80. Taj Gibson led the Bulls with 22 points while Pau Gasol had 21. Derrick Rose looked pretty good in his return, scoring 13 points and adding 5 more assists. The Bulls now get set to tip off their home opener tomorrow night against LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers at 7 o'clock. We have a new World Series champion of Major League Baseball. The San Francisco Giants defeated the Kansas City Royals 3-2 last night in Game 7 of the World Series. Giants pitcher Madison Bumgarner pitched 5 innings after entering the game in the 5th inning. He shut down the Royals by giving up just 2 hits, earning him the World Series MVP honors. Congratulations to the Giants and Mad Bum. The Cubs are in the news again as multiple reports have the Cubs signing former Rays manager Joe Maddon to manage the team in place of Rick Renteria. But nothing has been confirmed yet, and multiple Cubs sources have denied all accounts. Make sure to stay tuned because it seems like the Cubs have Joe Maddon. The Blackhawks get set to play the Ottawa Senators tonight at 6:30 p.m. Scott Darling will be in net for the Hawks. Corey Crawford will back him up. The Hawks look to get back to their winning ways as they've lost 3 of their last 4 games. This has been your ChicagolandSportsRadio.com sports update brought to you by the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. For more information, log on to BeyondAir.com. I'm Sam Piopo, and now back to the Sam and Joe Show. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Sam and Joe Show here on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. I am Sam Piopo, your host, alongside co-host and producer Joe Cerna. We'd like to welcome you back from our great sports update there. And we just finished talking Bulls basketball, and we're going to get into some World Series coverage. Joe, how did you enjoy that World Series?
Unexpected.
Yeah?
For me. Oh, no. Not unexpected. I was wrong. I thought Kansas City was going to blow out the Giants.
So did I.
I wasn't surprised that the Giants won because the Giants did want it just as bad and now proves more than the Kansas City Royals.
I don't know about that.
They won the championship.
That doesn't mean they wanted it more. There's no way they wanted it more.
The proof is in the pudding, Sam.
No, you're talking about a team who hadn't won in 29 years. You're saying they don't want it more than a team who's won 3 in the last 5 now?
Obviously not. They didn't win it.
Oh, give me a break. Are you joking?
No.
You're just trying to make me angry?
They didn't win, so they do not want it more. Whether you think they did or you think they didn't, they didn't. If they wanted it more, they would have won.
Well, you're wrong. Well,
okay.
The Giants won 3-2 last night. Madison Bumgarner, the World Series MVP, entered the game in the 5th inning and pitched the rest of the game, only giving up 2 hits and no runs. That makes Madison Bumgarner 5-0 in World Series games in his career. His ERA, take a guess.
No.
Take a guess what his ERA is. Go ahead.
No idea.
I'll wait.
No, go ahead.
0.25 ERA in his World Series starts. Oh my goodness. I've never seen anything like this guy in the playoffs.
It's crazy.
Why was Madison Bumgarner so dominant?
I don't know. Confidence, maybe. Maybe he wanted it more.
Oh, Joe. You're killing me here, buddy. Madison Bumgarner, yeah, maybe he did want it more, but I was talking about as a team, the Royals wanted that more than the Giants.
I don't think so.
How can you? Oh,
because they didn't win.
I'm gonna choke you.
Choke me. That won't help Kansas City want it more.
But they did.
How can you say that? There was no proof that they wanted it more, considering the fact that they lost.
I don't know. Joe, it's just
because you didn't want the Giants to win.
No, I didn't want the Giants to win, but
boom, there it is.
No, it's not. That's not it at all. You can't say a team didn't want it less after not
because they lose. Yeah, you can say that.
No. You know, there's such a thing called luck.
So yeah, Andrew Luck.
Oh my goodness. We're gonna take a quick time out on the Sam and Joe Show. Coming up next, we're gonna talk some Blackhawks hockey. And we're going to finish up our World Series talk. Make sure to stay tuned. You're listening to the Sam and Joe Show on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. It's not just sports. It's a way of life.
That's right. The show goes on every Monday from 2 to 4, only on Chicagoland Sports Radio. Here, 2 familiar voices as Clinton Cole, CC, and Steve Suff, formerly of our sister station, Sportstown Chicago, gear you up for the Bears in the NFL season, college football, MLB playoffs, Blackhawks hockey, and a whole lot more. Who knows what's going to ensue? One thing's for certain, you're going to want to clear your schedule on Mondays from 2 to 4 to listen to CC and Steve Suff on the show, only on Chicagoland Sports Radio.
They are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
Another group that Dennis Green will no longer let off the hook are those sports guys in the Shy. Join Brian Loveless, Kerry Bryn, Ryan Cedarstrom, and Steve Heskey every Wednesday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. Some of our thoughts are
Just a bit outside.
But don't worry, you can still have a good time with us every Wednesday from 2 to 4. Come join us, only on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
This is the one and only El Cedro from Those Sports Guys in the Shy, and you can listen to my show, The Cedro Sports Show, on Mondays from 4 to 6 on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. We'll be breaking down every NFL storyline from Sunday, all the fantasy studs and duds, with live Monday Night Football previews and all the instant reactions for what's going on with your Chicago Bears. Listen live and call in with your opinions, and who knows, maybe I'll have some of those sports guys in the Shy drop by. That's Cedro Sports Show every Monday from 4 to 6 on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
What's up? It's Jonathan Hood from Chicago's Game Night. Not many people can say that they love their career, but I certainly do. The Illinois Center for Broadcasting in Lombard can help you find the career that you love. I also teach at ICB because I like helping the next generation of broadcasters discover their passion. How do you discover yours? Well, ICB is enrolling students for day and evening classes right now. Learn how to be a sports talk show host, a producer, do play-by-play, and shoot and edit video. Get hands-on training on air and behind the scenes. You'll have a chance to get internships at radio or TV stations where you can tap into the knowledge of industry pros. With job placement assistance, you can start your career in 1 year. They have affordable tuition and financial aid for those who qualify. So why waste another minute in a career that you don't love? Go to beonair.com/Chicago Sports and see what the Illinois Center for Broadcasting has to offer. Go to the website right now, beonair.com/Chicago Sports.
What's up, Chicago? I'm Sam Piopo.
And I'm Joe Cerna.
Do you feel updated on all current sports news?
If not, make sure to catch the Sam and Joe Show every Thursday afternoon from 2 to 4 p.m.
Every week, we'll have our NFL Picks of the Week.
Also, we have the best coverage on the latest news on the MLB playoffs.
Not to mention hockey and basketball season are back.
So make sure to tune in to the Sam and Joe Show every Thursday afternoon from 2 to 4 p.m. on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
I'm Giovanni Avila.
And I'm Tom Shepardson.
Check us out on our show, Game Time with Gio and Tom, on Fridays from 2 to 4 p.m. Listen live on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com and download the iTunes app, keyword Chicagoland Sports Radio.
We're covering all of today's hot topics in the sports world and want you to voice your opinion. So give us a call at 312-564-7375. You can follow me on Twitter at Shep306.
And follow me at _G Avila.
Again, Game Time with Gio and Tom. Thanks for listening.
Nace en el año 2011.
Let's go. Acción Deportiva.
En el año 2012.
We have Bill Natal Cups of soccer. I'm one of the few that like the both. I like both of them, but Manchester United.
¡Wow! En el año 2013 se hace mejor.
Era deportiva.
Like in the game Chicago Fire, let's give a shout out to Lafayette. Un saludo de Pavel Pardo. Mandarles un saludo a toda la audiencia.
La Fiera Deportiva.
The Illinois Center for Broadcasting, Chicago campus, offers hands-on training in all areas of radio and TV broadcasting and online media. The broadcast program is accredited by the ACCSC and approved by the Illinois State Board of Education. The curriculum covers all aspects of radio, television, and online broadcasting through a hands-on program which is taught by industry professionals who are currently working in the industry, on the air, or behind the scenes. The school has fully equipped TV, radio, online media studios, and internet radio stations with updated top-of-the-line equipment which reflects that used today by modern broadcast stations. Students are provided with a networking opportunity with professional broadcasters in the business, valuable externships that could lead to jobs after graduation, and job placement assistance. The school also offers financial aid for those who qualify and flexible day and night class schedules. At our broadcasting center, you will develop the expertise you need to compete in today's major broadcasting markets. To schedule a tour with the Illinois Center for Broadcasting Chicago campus today, text Be On Air to 33239 or call 312-884-8000. The Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where broadcasting careers begin.
You're listening to ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. It's not just sports, it's a way of life.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Sam and Joe Show on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. I'm your host, Sam Piopo, alongside my co-host and producer, Joe Cerna. And before the break, we were getting into a little heated argument about who wanted the World Series win more in Game 7.
Not an argument, more like a misunderstanding.
Uh-huh, yeah.
We misunderstood each other.
Well, I didn't misunderstand you.
Obviously.
No, I'm telling you the Royals wanted it more, and you're just not agreeing.
It doesn't make sense.
Why doesn't it make sense, though?
Because if you want something, you'll get it.
Absolutely, I agree.
They didn't get it.
Okay, if you're again, You're facing a guy with a 0.25 ERA who's played in the World Series multiple times. Really?
Yeah, really.
You want them to hit off Mad Bum?
If they, you can't just go just as a team. Each player, right? They become baseball players. Why more than just another guy on their team? Because they wanted it more. They wanted to become a professional baseball player and be the best that they can. They practice. Why? Not because they're just there. No, because they want to be better than the other person. And Bumgarner has became better because he wanted it more. And the team won because of their talent. And when you get that talented is because you want it more.
Okay. So if Madison Bumgarner doesn't pitch in that game, who wins?
The Royals.
Then your argument is completely invalid.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I'm not comparing the two teams. I'm talking about the players themselves.
Okay, I'm not talking about Madison Bumgarner alone. You're saying Madison Bumgarner wanted it more. I completely agree. He wanted it more than the Royals. I'm talking about as a team, the Royals wanted it more than the Giants. Just because Madison Bumgarner came into the game is why the Giants won.
It's not that they wanted it more. They were more desperate.
I don't know about that.
If they
they were more desperate.
They haven't won it in 29 years.
Absolutely not.
So, of course, they want to have a championship win, and they've earned their keep, but they didn't want it more than the Giants, because if they wanted it more, they would have won. It's as simple as that.
Again, these are the guys. These are guys that have never been to the World Series before. They've been dreaming of the World Series since they were kids playing baseball. Okay, you're going to compare them to a team who's won multiple rings. Most of those players have already won the World Series more than once. How can you say a team who has never even been there does not want it more than a team who has already won it multiple times and has known the feeling already?
Well, you can go either sides of the train right here, Sam, because if you've already got it, you have that taste in your mouth. I want it again.
Well, absolutely.
And that'll thrive you even harder.
I'm not saying they don't.
Or you can go the other way, which is the way you're saying. Kansas City never had it before. They want it. It can go either way. And I feel, yes, they do have better talent because the players themselves wanted it more. Bumgarner, he played he's the pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
He's the centerpiece. He wanted it more.
Yeah, he did. Madison Bumgarner.
There's my argument.
All right. The Cubs are in the news. As a Cubs fan, this one really confused me. Joe Madden, former Rays manager, is said to be becoming the next Cubs manager in place of Rick Renteria. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, Tampa Bay Rays, they're not that bad. They weren't that bad.
They weren't good
team.
this year.
No.
Before that, though, yeah, they were good.
Yeah, they're a pretty solid team.
Yeah.
The Cubs, we all know the Cubs.
Hey, let's stick to the subject.
I don't know. Maybe he'll bring a different feel in with the old feel, because they're not completely getting rid of, what's his name?
Renteria?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. If Renteria does get ousted by Joe Madden, would Renteria want to work under Madden? I say no. Here, let me give you a situation. If you're the head, I'm sorry, I'm thinking football. If you're the manager of a baseball team, a respectable baseball team like the Cubs, well, I wouldn't say respectable, but they're the Cubs. They're well known.
And iconic.
You're the manager, okay?
Okay.
1 year. You've had 1 year with the team. You get fired because there's a star manager, a manager who has won before he's available, and the Cubs get him. You're fired after one season. What do? Do you stay with the team?
I don't know, man. I would.
I don't.
No, yeah, it's
Absolutely
kind of a slap
not.
in the face.
That's a kick in the face. I can't even get my leg that high.
But then you gotta go top dog here. You making this decision, obviously you're sick of being a losing team.
Yeah, I agree.
So you got 1 year, man. He could have told him, you got 1 year, man. Either you make it or break it.
Then you don't know. If they tell him 1
Exactly.
year, then he's not going to take the deal.
Or it's just they just want to try something. They could be very desperate.
I'm not saying I have any problem with Joe Madden joining the Cubs. He's a great coach, great manager. But taking a manager out of his position after one season, that's just not right, man. That's not right at all. There's a lot of people who disagree with me, but there's also people who agree. Either way, I think this can be a good thing for the Cubs. Joe Maddon has been known as a player's coach. He develops well. But, Renteria wasn't doing a bad job. He fixed Rizzo and Castro. They became great players last season. And I feel like Ricky Renteria had a big part in that.
Yeah.
So it's tough. It's going to be tough to see him go, but nothing is confirmed yet. Let us make that clear.
Yeah.
This has not been confirmed. Cubs sources have denied, but CBS Sports they've said the deal is done. So I don't know what to believe right now. It's a mess now.
We're all speculation how we feel on the situations.
Right.
And personally, I don't see why not bring him in. You want a new feel. You want to see what works.
Yeah.
Because if Renteria steps down, not steps out, but steps down, and Joe Maddon ends up being a
manager,
a bust.
Oh yeah.
Just have him step down and bring him back up.
Renteria is not going to do that. I wouldn't.
Well, yeah, that's you. But
Renteria isn't. I guarantee you, if this goes through, Renteria will not be on this team at all.
Yeah.
We're going to switch gears here and talk some Blackhawks hockey. The Blackhawks play the Ottawa Senators tonight at 6:30. The Blackhawks have lost 3 of their last 4 games. 6 total goals in the 4 losses that they have this season. What are your thoughts right now on the Blackhawks?
My thoughts on just hockey in general. It's what I love and hate about it. It's
What do you mean?
very, very fast. Like, I only thought this was only going to be like their 5th game.
Oh my goodness!
Like, I was like, wow, this many games. It's already like
It does go fast. They play. They're
going on their 11th game.
Yeah.
This is going to be their 11th game.
Congratulations, Mr. Math.
Hey, whatever. And another thing is very fast paced, and that's one good thing I love watching the Blackhawks do is they're very smooth on the ice.
Yeah, well, they've not been scoring many goals, so what's the problem?
I would want to say coaching, but I don't know.
No.
I don't. It's not that.
Here's the thing: they've been getting plenty of shots on goal.
Yeah.
38 just the other night against John Gibson and the Ducks, but they were all stopped, and 1 hit the post. So count 39.
Maybe it's just generic shots.
Could be. I mean, on the power play here, the power play is ridiculous. It seems like a broken record. Every year the Blackhawks, every game the Blackhawks have a power play. They don't shoot the puck. They pass it around the perimeter. They don't want to get to the net. They wait for that perfect shot, and it doesn't work.
Yeah.
That power play method, that needs to go.
Yeah, they need to execute.
You get shots to the net. You get Andrew Shaw or Brian Bickle in front of the goalie. Your power play is going to be successful with the talent they have right now.
Do more one-timers.
There you go. I mean, set up a one-timer from the point. Just because you're at the point doesn't mean you can't take a shot.
Just do it.
Just shoot the puck. You know who's great at that? The player I love watching most on the power play is Patrick Sharp. He knows when to shoot the puck. If he sees a little opening, he's going to shoot the puck towards the net. Yeah, it may not go. It may not make it to the goalie every time, or it may not even get through. But Patrick Sharp,
if he feels it's right, he's taking the shot.
He's taking the shot, and that's what I like most. Everybody needs to follow Patrick Sharp.
Yeah. Especially with his intensity and rhythm on the ice is just very inspirational, and he could be a team leader.
Oh yeah,
I wouldn't even mind seeing him with an A on his.
He has an A.
He does, doesn't
Pat
he?
Sharp.
He does.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I meant to say a C.
Well,
I mean,
not when you have Taze in there.
Yeah, Taze is sturdy position. There's no kicking him up. But even if it was Sharp, it wouldn't be that bad.
It wouldn't be a difference.
Yeah.
So are you worried right now about the Blackhawks?
No.
No? They just little slump?
I've learned not to be worried about them, just because they've established themselves as a team that they can take some losses, but in the end they'll come out on top.
Oh, I'm sure they will. I mean, I think it's just this little bump in the road, just having a tough time putting the puck in the net. And once you get 1 in there, and 2, and 3, they're going to start coming in bunches.
Yeah.
And speaking of goalless, well, not really goalless, but not scoring enough, Marian Hossa has 3 points in 9 games this season.
Crazy to hear.
Yeah.
That guy is... Well, then that goes back again to the whole team in general. They're not taking really one-timer shots, and they've been pass-based.
Too cute. They're trying to get too cute with the puck. I mean, just get it to the net, you know? I don't care how you score a goal.
Yeah.
That's why Andrew Shaw is sitting in front of the net. He's waiting for you to take that shot. He's waiting for that rebound in front of the net.
And Marian Hossa is a monster.
Yeah, as for Marian Hossa, I think he's just falling into some bad luck right now. He plays so hard every game. You could see it. And one of his features, his best features, are his two-way play.
Yeah.
He plays great on offense, and then if the puck is taken away, Marian Hossa's right on that winger's trying to get that puck back.
And you get hit by Marian Hossa, you'll be feeling that
He's
for
a big
while.
guy.
Yeah.
He's a big guy.
A monster.
He doesn't look that big on TV, but when he runs into somebody, you can see it.
It's like, whew.
Marian Hossa is one of my favorite players. I am not worried. Corey Crawford will travel with the team for tonight's game. He's actually going to back up goaltender Scott Darling, who makes the start tonight. Blackhawks and Senators. What? What do you got? Scott Darling?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see who goes down to Rockford, Antti Ranta or Scott Darling, now that Corey Crawford is back. I hope it's not Antti Ranta that goes down to Rockford.
No. I don't think that should even be a question. I think he's established his position.
So I thought so too. Obviously not. Scott Darling is starting while Corey Crawford backs him up.
That's weird.
We'll see what happens. Blackhawks and Senators tonight at 6:30. That is all the time we have for this week's Sam and Joe Show. Make sure to come back next week, same time, Thursdays from 2 to 4 p.m., where we will have the Bears and Packers to talk about. And, of course, we'll have Blackhawks and Bulls, and, of course, our NFL picks of the week. Thank you for joining us this week. I'm Sam Piopo. He's Joe Cerna. Thanks for listening.
Listening to ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. It's not just sports, it's a way of life.
You are now about to listen to a previously recorded game brought to you by Chicagoland Sports.